So, who all attended your DC trip?
Well, we all went on Katie Ligursky, but that's Robin, Aaron, Tristan, and Tina.
And what are your majors?
I'm a mass comm major, journalism is my emphasis.
Samesies.
I have a journalism and computer publishing emphasis.
Mass communication, journalism, and PR emphasis.
Okay. And when did you go on this trip to DC? What dates?
We embarked on our trip on March 5th.
We got back March 12th. Yeah, so Saturday to Saturday.
And you drove?
Yes, we drove a car.
30 hours.
Actually, Katie flew out first, met us there because she has family there, and then she rode back with us.
Okie doke. Whose idea was it to go on this trip?
Well,
Super.
Mary Kate Russer contacted one of her friends that lives in DC, Dave Super, and so they, I guess we...
Actually,
Dave
Super donated his book to us in the beginning, and that's how we got contact with him. And later on, he invites us to attend the DC trip, to DC, just kind of see what's going on in the capital of the nation. So we started fundraising in fall semester until I think a week before spring break. We used to have that the social media fundraising movie thingy. So we gathered some money. We got
We had $420 that we raised.
for the
Which
gas money.
actually went toward gas, and that covered most of the gas.
So you raised all the money just through fundraisers throughout the year?
We did a pie sale back in November, and that was a big hit. We made most of our money that time.
We did the social media, or this, not social media,
We played the
social
social network for a movie night.
And
That
then-
was kind of a flop.
And then we had like 4 or 5 big sales.
Yeah.
Okay. And so where all did you go on this trip?
We went to the State Department on, I don't know when. Tuesday.
March 8th.
And we sat in on a like
Briefing.
news briefing with
J.P. Crowley.
yeah, and then so that was pretty cool.
Oh, PJ. I'm sorry. PJ Crowley. J.P. Sorry.
That was actually pretty cool though because we saw him on Tuesday and then he was forced to resign on Saturday.
Yeah.
Why?
For some comments he made about a private in the military, about the WikiLeaks.
Okay, so the State Department, where else?
And then we spent a lot of time like in the National Mall just going to see the monuments and just the sights. We also went to the Pentagon for like a kind of backstage tour with Dave Super and
We don't remember the name.
But that was cool because it wasn't like one of those, it wasn't a guided tour or anything. We got special treatment, I guess.
VIP tour.
yeah, we went basically and just saw like where the media professionals, I guess, I don't know, people who go and do all that stuff, they have like their own little offices, and we saw like
There was like a CBS office and like an NBC office.
and a
stuff.
CNN.
NBC, yeah, all the news stations have a tiny little office in there.
And we got to see their like press room, or one of their press rooms.
We also went to Chinatown.
Yep.
Ate dinner there. That was
That was
nice.
fun.
And then.
Then somebody got murdered there the next
Oh.
day.
Yeah.
The next day.
The next day,
Like,
the same metro
restaurants down.
station that we came out of, it was like right outside of there. Somebody got murdered, like the day after.
Shit.
Doesn't DC have one of the highest crime
Yep.
rates in
Yeah.
the nation?
Yeah, and it was 5 snack-sized pieces walking
Yeah,
around.
that's what we call it.
Snack-sized pieces.
Snack-sized pieces.
We also.
Oh, we went to the museum.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Museum. We went to
Which museum?
it's called the
Museum.
Newseum.
Oh,
It's
Newseum.
like a whole museum of news. Like the
Oh.
yeah, the outside of it has like the front page of every newspaper
For that
day. Like it has like all the states, and then it's like 6 stories of just big news. I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's just like a big thing of newspaper articles or like it was was a lot of disasters and.
We also went to the Holocaust Museum, which we all, that was one of the biggest things we
I
had to
cried.
go to.
Yeah, I did cry.
Yeah.
I think we were all crying.
Yeah, that was like the first day too.
Yeah.
Where else did we go? Did we go?
Washington Monument. Like
Well, and we also went to the Capitol, but we weren't able to get a tour, so we just went up to it and took pictures outside of it, which was still cool, because I know Katie and I both thought the Capitol building was the Capitol. It was the White House, I'm sorry. Because, I don't know, you just see it in pictures, and it's not as big as you would think it is.
Oh yeah, and we went to the White House.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, we didn't go into the White House. We
No.
took pictures in front.
Yeah.
Did you get to meet any of our congressmen or congresswomen?
No,
No.
we did not.
We
Oh,
failed to contact them.
that's too bad. So, how do you think this will affect you all in your future careers as mass communication
I'm moving
professional?
to DC in June.
As
Yeah.
am I.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Tristan and I are actually moving out there, so.
So you met some contacts and
No, but when we were there, everybody said that if you want to be a journalist, the place to be is Washington. So, why not?
and you, Tina?
Well, I would say the news briefing at the Department of the State was really eye-opening, and that really gives me a new view of the possible career in journalism. I don't know if I could do what they did over there.
It was pretty intense.
It was pretty
Yes.
intense.
I mean, there was probably a couple rows of journalists, and they were just hands in the air, asking questions, not even hands
Like
in the air,
in a
just
movie.
screaming
Yeah.
at him. And, you know, he was just getting bombarded with questions from all over the place. And we were sitting in the back, and we were sitting in the very back row just going, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
This is not the Rapid City Journal right now. So,
They're all talking over each other, yelling
Yeah.
and stuff.
getting
And I
mad.
think, I don't know, for me, I kind of had the opposite as Tina. I was like, yeah, because I never really wanted to go into like newspaper or anything like that. Like, mine more focused on like, I don't know, like magazines or maybe what. But I was like, that looks like fun. Like, I want to be that lady.
oh, and then also, PJ Crawley mentioned us in the news briefing, so he introduced us to all the journalists and everything, and said that we were from Black Hills State University, so that was neat. So it actually, in the transcription of it, we're in there.
That's nice. Okay. What was each of your guys' favorite part? We'll
Well,
start.
see.
Let's keep it clean. Guys.
I'll go first. Obviously, I had a lot of fun, like touring and stuff, but I don't really know what my favorite monument was. Oh, we did a handstand against the Washington Monument. That was really fun.
That was not my favorite part.
Robin broke her wrist. But yeah, I mean, we come back to our hotel and just hang out, play
Yeah.
darts. That was fun.
Yeah, we played a lot of darts.
I think my favorite part was probably seeing all the monuments. I know that might sound boring to some people, but being so sheltered here in South Dakota and not ever getting to see it, it was nice. And I mean, even if I could just do it once in my life, it was worth it. So.
I had already seen all the monuments, so that part was just like normal for me. But I would say the State Department was probably my favorite. It was really cool to see actually what goes on and to be a part of it too. Like we saw exactly what they do every day, and it was like we got firsthand news instead of reading it through the paper or online or something. Like we got to see that happen. So I thought that was really cool. I think that was probably my favorite part. Besides like all the fun that we had, just like hanging out or riding the subway, that was kind of fun. Or not the subway,
The metro.
it's the metro in Washington D.C. It's not the subway.
We gotta yell that.
Right.
Yes, I'm sorry, we are not in New York City anymore.
And Tina?
I think my favorite part was actually visiting the museum, because to me, it's always surprising to see the stuff from the textbook. It comes to real life, and it was there. And at the museum, we get to see a lot of the artifacts from the ancient times, like 1800, when the news actually started, and that was just really nice to see those stuff.
Okay. Alrighty, well, thank you for telling us about your DC trip, ladies.
Thanks, Mike and Tab.
Let's have a round of applause.
Thank you.
Yay. Yeah.